Hi everybody, this is Kat. Welcome back to my channel. So, if you've seen my previous video, you will notice that I am in the same shirt. So I'm doing a lot of pre-filming today, and I am ready to get started with this video because I am going to be reading Fairest by Karen Whitmire. I have been so excited about starting this book, and I didn't want to buy it until I could for sure get the book box to go with it. I do have the book box here. However, I will warn you, it is already opened in the most horrendous way. Funny story, I got this book box from, it was like the last book box that they had for the adult August box, at least, you know, before they when they sold out. And so I kindly reached out to the owner and on Instagram and mentioned how I wanted to purchase the adult book box, but I couldn't find a way to do that. And she did say that they were sold out, but she did have one left, and she was going to do her unboxing with that one, because she usually keeps one for her unboxing for her channel on Instagram. But she said if I was interested to purchase that one, she would put it on the website for me and I could purchase it through that way when she, you know, obviously finished. And to me, I didn't mind because I really wanted to try it out. And I told her, yes, just let me know when she was ready to put that back on her website. And she did reach out and I was able to purchase it. She did tell me that she did open, you know, unboxed it and everything, but she will do her best to, like, you know, re-wrap things. It just won't be as pristine. Looking at the box, it doesn't look, you know, like her rewrapping these things, like, you know, other than just like, you know, her re-putting the tape right there, to me it's fine. The fact that the box looks the way that it does was UPS actually put it on my doorstep, or actually I don't think it was on the doorstep, I think it was like out in the mailbox or something, but it was just a really bad, like, rainy day, and the box really got soaked, and so the packaging just ripped, and so that's why it looks the way that it is. Long story short, that was such a big ramble, but I am excited getting this book. Like, the book is in perfect, you know, condition. I thank God for that. I was like, Lord, please let the book be okay, and it is. So this is a Snow White retelling in Texas, and Snow White is my princess, my Disney princess. That's what my grandmother really kind of called me growing up, and would make me the outfits. My grandma used to make princess outfits for me and my siblings, like my sisters and cousins, because she does sew, and we've grown up with Disney, and so we would have our special princesses that she would call us by as like a nickname, and Snow White is my Disney princess. I had a close second. I'm one of, my grandmother sometimes doubled us up with princesses, so Cinderella was my other one, and I have like pictures of me in like a Cinderella dress and a Snow White dress. My grandmom even made me the Sleeping Beauty dress, which I absolutely adored, because if you've seen Sleeping Beauty, she has this beautiful like pink dress that the fairies keep changing from blue to pink, and pink, you know, pink to blue throughout the entire time she wears the dress. And my grandmother, she is so creative. I think I get a lot of my creativity from her. But she did one side of this beautiful blue satin, and then if you flip it, it has this pink organza on the other side. So I would flip my dress color anytime I wore it. And my favorite was the blue. So anyway, so Disney princesses and just have a special meaning place in my heart because of just the fond memories of growing up with my grandmother creating these really beautiful outfits, and it just holds a special meaning. So it is story time today, I feel. But anyway, we are back here. So I can't wait to read it. I'm gonna vlog this experience because I do want to open the book package. So in the book package, we get a little card, and it says, "He hears the heart, not the voice. So make sure yours is in the right place." How pretty. That is awesome. I like this. And it just says, "Open your gifts." And they have like the page numbers so I can see that. And then it's like their little blurb about, you know, their company and everything. And so Beyond the Book Box is the company. And like I said, I purchased this, so they didn't send me anything. It's not a it's not like a review this for me. It's just something that I saw literally on Katie's channel, and I was interested in this book box. I've seen a lot of different book boxes out there. I've used to subscribe to the Book of the Month box, and it was because it was really big, and I found that I've only kept like one book from them, and the others they were not for me. So I think this would be a great alternative. Oh, this is a bookmark that they gave. So to truly experience this box, remember to open your gifts when you reach the specified page. It's not just reading a book, it's an experience. And then you have Titus's mother from Fairest of Heart quotes, "He hears the heart, not the voice, so make sure yours is in the right place," which goes with that. So I will be using this bookmark as I read this book. And then we have all these little gifts in the box. So I'm gonna start reading this, and as I get to those unboxing pages, I will come back in, tell you what I think so far of the book, and show you what I got. So I will see you guys in another clip. Okay, hey y'all, this is Kat. I know this is an awkward angle, but we're just gonna roll with it right now. I'm exhausted. So it is, well, Tuesday, but I guess, I don't know when the video is gonna come out, but I've read up to about page 30 in this book, and I mean, I loved the opening. I thought it was very intriguing. I am very curious to hear about Penelope, that's the main character's name, her story, especially since it involves some sort of scandal. And we meet Narcissa. That's how I'm pronouncing her name in my mind. She is the Madame Labelle, the lady who Penelope is working for. And I like those two characters right off the bat. I just finished reading about the main character, Texas Ranger Titus, and I haven't really formed an opinion yet about him. I know he's a lover of animals and a very like noble guy, but as far as like, I don't know. I mean, he's, you know, I just don't really have that much of an opinion on him, other than I know that he's got some kind of backstory that makes him who he is. So on page 28, that's the first one, that the prize that I get to open, which I'm really excited, and it's in this nifty little bag, and I kind of know what it is because this was actually one of the prizes that I accidentally saw when I Instagram scrolled. So but that's okay. I excited nonetheless. I like the little baggie. Like cut the little thread thing off, that's off, but yeah, so page 28 talks about Narcissa, or Madame Labelle, and she is um, talking about her latest exploits. She's basically, I guess, stealing precious items, and she's talking about her youth, and depending on this, which, there we go. That's all that's in the bag. These are tweezers. Oh, so there are two separate types of tweezers. Oh, this is nice. Okay. First off, design's really cute. You can see that the little polka dots in red, and you get your standard tweezers, which goes with the story. Those are, your standard ones. She notices that she has like a white hair, and she plucks it out, and so that's where the tweezers comes in. This one, these are, wow. I've never seen this shape, and I've only seen the standard tweezers, but there you go. And I think these are just more round tip and more precise to get, I guess, the smaller hairs, which honestly I need tweezers. So my tweezers are falling apart, and then I think the last time they were used to pull out splinters. So I haven't had any tweezers. My mother gave me some other ones, but they're like awkward ones. They instead of like pushing down to pull, they're actually like already down, and so it's kind of like a scissor mechanism. You just kind of open the loops for it to open up. So it's like a different type of tweezer, and it's really weird and awkward for me. So these I will definitely use, and this is really cool. It's nice to have two pairs, and I'm very curious to see, like, does it really make a difference? So anyway, this was the first gift, and it's something I will use. So very nifty, and currently what I need them because I don't have a good pair of tweezers. So that is the first one. Like I said, not so far in the book yet, but the next prize or thing to open will be page 60. So it's about like that much to read. Hopefully I can get that in by this evening and do another opening. But yeah, I definitely am intrigued in the book. There's a lot of faith content so far in it. So I'll talk to you in another segment. Okay, hi book friends. It is Wednesday. Real quick, if you hear any movie in the background, that is Toy Story 3 playing. My nephew's over, and so while I'm filming, I kind of put this movie on so he can let me film. So anyway, Fairest of Heart. I am on page 64, which is chapter 6, and so far I am continuing to enjoy the book. Like I mentioned earlier, I really like Penelope's side of the story, but now in Titus's story, you meet the 7 men, I guess, like that represent the 7 dwarves from the movie. But I like that the spin they used for the men in this book, they're all basically people who are retired or Doc's patients. And so Doc, who is Titus's grandfather, actually runs the house where he just takes in people who need to be taken in. I think there are like 76 different people currently at the house, or maybe it's the total that he has taken in, but so far we meet like just 7 of them. And so I liked how they did that spin, and each person had their own life before coming to live in this house, and they each had like their own like occupation or like what happened with them, and you get to hear their personality. So I really like that part. Again, there's still like really big faith content in it. I think there are some parts where I feel like it's a little cheesy, but I mean, it's very much like cowboy west romance kind of vibes. That's almost expected, but um, currently Titus is at this cottage visiting his grandfather, and he brings the wounded dog. I don't know if I mentioned that in the first clip, but the dog that was shot during the ambush that happened, um, Titus takes him to his grandfather to get the bullet out, and hopefully the dog like recovers from it. So um, that's where Titus is, and Penelope actually gets outcasted from Madame Labelle's presence because she was trying on a dress to help with the modifications that Madame Labelle wanted to have, basically. And Penelope's figure was pretty close to Madame's. And she ends up getting exposed to Madame's employer or something. He's the person who's like putting on the play, and basically like he wanted to get like the flyers done or something. So he walks in while she is in this garment, very much exposing her figure, and he, you know, compliments her and even wants to like use her instead of Madame. And I know I keep calling her Madame, that's not her first name, but I'm gonna call her Madame. So Madame comes in and essentially gets rid of Snow by the use of her henchmen, and Snow ends up left out in the woods, and then now she meets Titus, and so that's where I'm at in the story. So on page 60, this is Titus's side of the story, and he is having breakfast, and that's where we're at. So the gift is behind me, and it's got the cute little like sticker, and I know that this is kind of exposed, and I honestly don't think it's how they packaged it. I mean, you can clearly tell it's been unboxed before, but either this was overlooked or this was when my package was in the rain, and this part was exposed, and where I thought like my book got destroyed, but it didn't. So I feel like this was a result of like the rain or like the UPS package being destroyed. So I don't think it's, you know, how they did. So sorry, that was long-winded. But since it's about breakfast, I'm thinking it has something to do with the kitchen. It is kind of heavy, and I'm actually really excited to see what this is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this part, and they have that cute striped side. Just kind of slip this out. Oh, wow. That's pretty. Okay, so you hear my nephew. He said, oh, wow, as well. This is a butter dish. I knew it was something heavy. Take it out. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, wow, that's really elaborate. Okay, so here's the bottom part, and that's a little like butter thing, which I don't actually have one of these. I didn't know that these were a thing. I just have like a Walmart butter dish, and so they don't usually come with that. But so that's a little elaborate, and then there you have that, and it's an adorable little glass thing, and it's dishwasher safe, so that's awesome. And I get a little serving dish there. Like, this will get used, and we need a new dish. Like I said, the other dish we have is just kind of like the cheapy Walmart dish, and it's just plain. So this is actually really pretty and something that I'm going to try to utilize more, especially during the holiday season, because we do host a lot. So this would be a great addition. So anyway, this is really pretty. And I actually really like house items. I've been, especially if I can use it like throughout for the holidays or just like nicer things. And so I'm actually very excited that I got a nice um, house item. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys in the next segment. Okay, so it is October the 10th, and it's been a couple of days since I've last updated you on this book. It's been very busy, especially this month, but that's okay. I'm trying to remember where I last left off, and I think I last left off with Penelope just finding herself um, in this cottage, and she's basically being taken in by the 7 guys who are living in the cottage. Like, they call it the Diamond D, which is where Doc, who is Enoch Kingsley, who is the grandfather of Titus, he takes in people, and it's kind of like a ministry thing where he helps them and cares for them, and they're like retired old men, and she's the first like lady there. So I thought that was really cool how they added the seven dwarves in the original Snow White, and how they mixed it to where it's these 7 men who are just retired old men, and then Jeb is the grumpy one, and he's actually one of my favorite ones in here. So I thought that was very clever. I am now up to the point to where the climax of the book, and I'm not going to say what it is, but has gotten really good. I will say that this is a very cute read, very heavy on the romance, a little bit more so than what I typically read. Other than that, I really like how the retelling is being spinned. Like, I thought that was done very well. The villain was very well written in this book. Sometimes the villain, her whole act is her beauty, is her body, and so sometimes it can get a little too descriptive for me in some of her advances, but it's clean, so nothing to worry about there. The use of scripture is pretty big in here too, and I appreciate that it's being used in context and everything. So there is that. So with that being said, it is now time to open up page 261, which comes in this bag, which is a really pretty bag. Let's see, 261 is around the part where that big climax is just about to happen. And I won't really say what it is, but this is the part where you have the villain talking to her, I guess, henchman or guy who's in love with her. So anyway, 261. They're in the woods, and yeah, so let's see what this is. I'm very curious too. Cannot guess what it is. Maybe they're talking about a veil and a corset, and I mean, I don't know anything else in there that could be. So oh wow. Okay, so it is a mirror, and this is like a really, like, this is good glass. Ooh, you can see me, like, my reflection in there, so sorry about that. But this is not a fake glass. This is like a real glass. Now, granted, this is more plasticky, and you know, it's not like a metal, what you call it. Even like this is like pretty plastic. As far as like the handheld mirror itself, like the mirror is very good. So I wonder if what it was in 261. Oh, okay, yeah, she was looking at herself in the mirror while she was waiting for her henchman guy to come. So that's pretty. I like handheld mirrors. I have like a small like pocket one, so but I don't have like one like this. So I could definitely use it. But I appreciate that it's not like a fake like mirror, like I can actually use it, you know. So anyway, that was cute. I'm hoping to finish this book tonight, and once I'm finished, if I don't come back later this evening, I will open it after work tomorrow. The next gift, I'm pretty close. The next gift's I think 313, and so I'm at page 290. But yeah, I'll let you know my final thoughts and my final gift opening in the next segment. Okay, so it is the 10th of October, and I'm finally done with the book. I finished it last night. There it is. So, I think I've filmed in like a lot of different spots actually, but this is a new pink chair that I've received from my sister. She actually gave it to me for my birthday, which was very sweet. I have a matching blue one. But she previously had this in her house and knew that I really liked it and was keeping an eye out for it, and she decided to kindly give it to me. So I was very pleased, and it's very comfortable. I love this chair. Anyway, this book. So I feel like I haven't really done a great job at explaining it, which I apologize, but I'll do my best for a recap. The last where we left off, we were at the very big plot point with the villain essentially trying to retrieve something from Penelope, and then the ending happened. I was very touched with the ending, let's just say, and it was heartfelt, heartwarming. We have that resolve, I guess, and it was great. I liked how the author wrapped it up. Great book in terms of scripture, has been used in context. I liked how they use that faith to help them through challenges. The author did a great job at retelling it. It had that little bit of adventure, and it was a great enough retelling to where it didn't feel very cliche, at least in my opinion. There were some moments where I felt like I thought it was a little cheesy in the terms of like the romance part, but that's just my personal taste. I'm not super heavy into reading romance. I do like it, but I did enjoy it. I did like it. Very sweet. It was clean, of course, throughout everything. I mean, I don't think there's like anything big as far as like triggers. I do know that they do explore some grief in the book. I personally don't think it was like too much. So anyway, that is that. So that was my synopsis of the book, but we do have one more package to open, and that is page 319, which is right here. And 319, okay, so this is dealing with the caves and things in caves and little things that sparkle in caves. So I'm not gonna give much away. So I don't know what this is. We really guess them. What is this? Okay, so a USB port to something. Might be a light. It might be a light. Let me see. Okay, so I brought my laptop, and in my laptop, I have my USB port. So I'm gonna put it in there. Okay, let me see if you can see the wall behind me, because it is a light. There we go. So it's very faint. I guess I could turn off this light, but there you go. And it looks like little diamonds. So let me see. So it does talk about a cave, and in the cave there are like different gems and calcite and everything. And so that's what these are. These are like little reflections, I guess, of like the little gems and stuff. Don't know if I'll actually use it. It looks like something that I could play with my nephews. They like lights and stuff, so maybe when they come over, it's something I can entertain them with. There we go. For the most part, like, you know, talking about the different gifts, they're all kind of around my house, but I liked some of these gifts. Some of them I really needed, like the tweezers. I know I needed a new pair of tweezers, and they're really cute. And I got 2 of them. The mirror, it's a handheld mirror, and I mean, that's something that I could get use out of, because I don't have a current handheld mirror. I only have like a small compact mirror and like a bigger mirror in my bathroom, but I don't have like an actual handheld one, so I could use that one. It's pretty decent. The mirror is good. The plastic part is pretty decent. Like, it's not, you know, it's super heavy or anything. The butter dish we've been using, which is nice. Our old one did not have a handle on it. It was weird. It was very smooth, so I'd always drop the top part to it, and I would always be afraid it would break. But this one, like, we've been getting use out of it. And then you had this gift, which, you know, it's cute to play with my nephews, but for me personally, I just probably wouldn't use it on my own. So I liked the experience. It was a good experience reading the book. It was a good box experience, and I would recommend, if there is a book on your reading list that you know, wanted to buy anyway, if you wanted to buy the book, like I was wanting to buy this book. And so when it came in the box, I thought to try it out and have a good try out the reading experience. So in terms of like, if would I do it again, only with like a book that I already had on my TBR, I would do it again and give it another go, because it was some of these items I did get to like use, but I would try this again. So I would have rated this around a 4. I think that was a good book. I think it was cute, and yeah, I would read more from this author. I hope you like this little mini book box opening. Maybe this might be a company that you want to try out. This is not, I'm not sponsored at all with it. It's just vlogging my experience with them. I'll like share who they are. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was fun to do, and I will see you guys in another one. Bye.